So the first thing you see is the front door. Hanging on the door are my vinyls for my Cricut machine. On this wall is my ironing board and my ironing supplies. And then on this wall is all my cosplay awards that I've won throughout the years since I started cosplaying. The little bag you see down here is my yarn collection, just a part of it. Mostly the sewing, the knitting, the crocheting tools, and a few of the bigger yarns that don't fit. I'm going to swing you around this way, where you're going to see the rest of my yarn collection and a few other nifty surprises. Hi. Okay. So, we got my yarn collection here. This is not quite a closet. The water main is here, so I can't use the top part of this closet. But we put in a shelf, and down below is some drawers that include some of my fabric book swatches, my hoops for embroidering, the smaller hoops, not the bigger ones, some resin molds that I don't use for my shop, just some random knickknacks, and then behind the other half, which I'm not sure you can see, but right down here is, I call it my drying rack. So if I'm working on anything for the Etsy shop or props and it's needs some time to dry, as acrylic paint or maybe super gluing, they can go on these racks and dry. So next up we have my bookshelves. The top part of my bookshelves include the wig heads that I use very often. This includes Yona, Shield Hero, Naofumi, Maomao is now up here, and of course Heini Sensei's up here because I really want to cosplay him more. This shelf here has a lot of art books. They range from Yuri on Ice to Chinese animes like The King's Avatar. These two bottom shelves have a bunch of knickknacks. I haven't had the chance to write what is in each basket. I'm waiting for a specific label maker to come in. But I have my boning, I have pom-pom maker here. This basket down here has all my embroidering thread and my larger hoops. This has all my smaller samples of interfacing and embroidering interfacing. And then these two drawers, along with the next two drawers, all have fabric remnants. So I'll take a closer look at those for you. This shelf has all of my teaching books. So I have Chinese embroidering, I have Japanese embroidering, I have gold work books, I have let's see what else. I have some cosplay books and a few crochet books in here as well. These guys have been labeled, except for the third one here. But I have all my elastic in here. I have all my Velcro in here. This one has all my magnets. And then these little baskets just have random bits. A lot of shoe inserts here. And just a bunch of random beads and rhinestones in this one as well. So we'll take a closer look at the drawers so you can see what kind of remnants I have stashed down there. So like I said, these are my cotton remnants. So anything I can use in my shop, or possibly if I need something small made for an accent on a costume. This is some more cottons, but these are more solid colors, and a few knit collections here. So these are more of my apparel fabrics. So more of my apparel fabrics, from like silkies to like brocades and suitings. And then these are more of my like specialty fabrics, so a lot of my wedding style beadwork trims, brocades. I can't really get it open because it's so full. But yeah, these are just like a yard or less on remnants. They go into these drawers. And if you didn't believe how much remnants I have, I need to start using them, because I also have remnants in here. These are more like specialty, like brocades. And then more down here as well. I'm a hoarder. I apologize, but I think all crafters are hoarders. These next two drawers are all my vinyls and fake leathers. Okay, so now you get to see the fun thing, which is my fabric wall. So I'm like super excited to show you what's going on here. So I'm gonna put the tripod down. So usually when you walk into my craft room, this is how it's gonna look. All my mannequins are lined up in front of the fabric wall and my bookshelves. Anything else, they would just get in the way because I need the floor space to work on hanfus or whatever costume I'm working on. I have come up with a way to kind of like be able to showcase the mannequins better, which you'll see later on in the video. But this is how they're usually set up, but I'm going to move them out of the way so you guys can see what's behind them, which is all the cool stuff. So this is my fabric corner. So anything that's over a yard long goes on a bolt and then it goes up here. I'm trying to stop myself from buying any more fabrics until I use all of these up, or some of them up as much as possible. So up here I have my suitings, I have brocades, linens, some very fancy fabric that has like beadworks and such on it, silkies. I have a few knits right here. Got some chiffons here, more silkies, and then cottons right down here. Right below the cottons are all my interfacings, from foam interfacing to apparel interfacing to embroidering interfacing. On this shelf I have all my embroidering thread for my embroidery machine. This toolbox has all of my crafting tools, from my heat gun to my super glue to leather hole punchers. Anything that's like for sewing or crafting goes into this toolbox. Below it are some tubs, and I'll show you a closer look, but those are all my printout patterns. A lot of them are my hanfu patterns and my stack of muslin that I use to make mock-ups if I'm unsure about a pattern that I'm using. In this corner I have my most used books. These 3 binders are all of like photos of my patterns I use. So I don't have to go through the pattern drawer to find the pattern I'm looking for. I can go look through this book, see if I have the pattern, and then the drawers are organized by the type of style. So if it's shirts, bottoms, costumes, menswear, I have a lot of like kids, like not kids, like bags and like home items that I can make. So that's how it's divided in my pattern drawers. They're not organized by brand or anything. It's just more of, are they shirts, or are they dresses, are they pants, are they menswear? And I'll show you a closer look at that. This is just random. I haven't kind of organized this corner yet, but I have my embroidering hoop holder here. for when I'm hand stitching. I can sit down and watch TV as I hand embroider. My ring light is up here. I have a basket that's holding my shield for Shield Hero and his chest plate. Down here is I have shoulder pads, and 2 of these are all like trims, decorative trims that I can use in prop making. Not prop making, costume making. Although you can probably use trims in prop making as well, depending on the trim. And then the one at the very bottom has my wig mannequin. She is to display my hair sticks for my Etsy shop, so she goes down there because I don't really use her that often. Above are all my wig heads and certain very like decorative wigs that I can't really pack very well, so they just go up there and they're decorative. And then I have some props that I use for photos when I need to like grab and go. So we'll take a closer look so you can see these. So, like I said, these are all my fabrics. I have a little bit of a problem. I like to sew too much and I just collect pretty fabrics. So, like I said, down here is just a bunch of printout patterns that I've used to make certain. I bought these to actually put the printouts into something, but I haven't gone around to it. My stack of muslin for mock-ups, and then these are all my hanfu making patterns that I've collected throughout the years, so I have a better understanding. They're all in Chinese, so I don't understand them, but I've been sewing for so long that it's just kind of easy to know where I need to sew certain pieces. And then all my embroidering thread. Yes, there was a big sale and a clearance sale going on at a certain shop, and I just bought it all. And this was before I even bought my embroidery machine. I just knew that I was getting an embroidery machine one day. It just took a year after I bought all of this to get it. But I've been really excited to play with my embroidery machine. So my toolbox, and then of course I have another ring light because the ring light on here broke. It still works, but I can't put it on a stand, so I got one that actually works with the stand, so I can do photo shoots in here. And speaking of photo shoots, I just installed it this morning, so I'm gonna flip you up to look at the ceiling. Okay, so I put in, you can kind of see it right here. Goes all the way around. It is a ceiling curtain rod. I installed that this morning just so that I can drape some fabric in front of this and do like a photo shoot slash when I show my work in progress, so you don't get distracted by all this fabric, which is very distracting. But I just installed it and it turned out really well. I'm waiting for the curtains to come in. But once they come in, it's going to make everything look very like professional, or at least professional to me. So now I'm going to show you the patterns. So I'm going to tilt you down just a bit. So this whole cabinet from top to bottom has all my patterns, and then I have like a little thing that says pants or skirts and dresses, vests and suits, shirts and blouses, and they're all organized like that. The only ones that aren't are the ones above. So the ones above here are all my Vogue patterns, or the patterns that I use the most often, so that I don't have to go through the drawers and grab them. But a lot of my old Vogue ones are too big, so they don't quite fit into the drawers as nicely. And then I have a lot of patterns that I use quite often when making things. Just my go-to. And then there's some in here that are just projects I kind of want to work on. Like, I made this dress already, but I kind of want to make another one with a different fabric. I want to make this dress as well. So, let's see what's in here. Yeah, just a lot of stuff that I use very often in cosplay. So, this is the next part of my sewing studio. This cabinet here holds all my Cricut supplies that aren't the vinyl rolls. My machine goes down below, but he's been out a lot this past few months because I have a booth at an anime convention for my Etsy shop, so I've been cranking out labels for candles. But inside the drawers are like just, you know, I got Cricut supplies, some crochet projects, my tailor's ham is in here. I have a folded up green screen in here as well. All my blades for my Cricut machine. Up top is all my fake flowers that I use for my Etsy shop to do photos with. This is a roll of tracing paper I just bought because I'm going to be working on something new and I needed some white tracing paper. This corner is kind of that hodgepodge corner where you have like odd things that don't quite fit anywhere. My wall glass here, I haven't really used it. I haven't had the chance to use it. My metallic vinyl my flamingo that I made in middle school. My first like big hand stitching project. Yes, I still have him, but he's adorable, so I can't get rid of him. This is my packing area for my Etsy shop / if I do cosplay commissions. So it's mostly just boxes, fragile stickers, computer paper for the printer, sticker printer, my scale to weigh the packages so I know how much they weigh. It's light enough to move, which is perfect because I did this wallpaper. To have a second photo area. So the curtain railing that I told you that I put up, that's going to be another like photo area, so like I can get different colored backdrops and set up a photo area. This is another one where I could have a nice like brick wall and like do some interesting photo shoots as well. So behind me is my closet. This is where all my cosplays are, all my cosplay shoes are. Right here is all the fake flowers that I can use in like photo shoots / my Etsy shop for photos. It's kind of tight in here. I wish that I had more space to walk in here, but I'm not in here that often, so it doesn't really matter. And my props are hidden in this corner, so it works. I definitely might have to sell or donate a few cosplays that I don't wear anymore, because I definitely cannot fit any more costumes in this little walk-in closet that I've made. So finally we get to the sewing machines. So I have two tables. This is the first table. This is where I have my embroidery machine, which is a Viking Epic 1. Right here. He needed a big table for when I do embroidering because he has an arm attachment that you put on for doing embroidering. And my brand new Husky Lock S21 serger. I bought this like probably in January, someone on Facebook Market was selling it for like $400, and I bought it up. It's brand spanking new. I think the lady said her mom hardly ever used it, so I just couldn't say no to it. It works so well. I can't wait to get some fancy feet for it so I can do some fancy serging. I have my pegboard up here with all my rulers, my industrial needles / anything like hand stitching, and I have a display dedicated to my favorite anime character, Undertaker, so it's a very Undertaker themed on this table. I really love it. This pegboard I spray painted black because IKEA ran out of the black one, which, you know, it's very easy to spray paint something. Over here is my Gutermann thread tower. Joann's had these about 10 years ago when I started working at Joann's, and they usually had them around like Christmas time, and I bought one up. I loved it. Each one of those little spots can hold up to like 3 spools of thread. It's beautiful, and that way I know which threads I need to buy. Now there's certain numbers that have been discontinued, but you can take in a Sharpie and put in a new number. It's kind of easy. Each legs of these tables has some drawers. A lot of the drawers are empty because before I moved I tried to sell some things I don't use, but usually what is in here is whatever's for the Vikings. One of the legs drawers holds my extra hoops for my Viking, which includes my like endless hoop, my smaller hoops that are like only like yay big. All the sewing feet are in the top drawer. The second drawer has all the feet for my normal sewing machine. One of these drawers also has my device to like punch in snaps or punch in eyelets, so all of those are there. So like I got this thing to organize. So I got my snaps, my D-rings. I don't have any eyelets at the moment, but they're in there. And then my like heavy duty tool is right here, so that I can punch in holes, more snaps. So that's in one of the drawers as well. And then down here is the arm for the Viking Epic 1 machine, along with my giant hoops. Now I have no place to put this thing. It's awkward shaped and it just takes up so much room. However, when I'm not using this table, I just stash it down here. When I am using this table, I just move it and put it to the side until I'm done sewing, and then it goes back under the table. So the last part that you're gonna see is my main sewing table. We got this for free, and then I just kind of fixed it up by putting this like stick-on fake wood on it to make it look newer, because the original table, the countertop, had so many stains and like burn marks. So I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna redecorate, and it came out really well. But my Singer Fashion Mate sits on here. I have a lamp, an OT light, which, you know, I can dim it, brighten it, I can change the color. I stay on the bright white and then turn it off. My pegboard with all my serger threads. Yes, I know, some of them have not been opened, but you never know when you need a color. Like I said, I have a issue. I hoard fabric supplies. All my different kinds of glues. This rolling cart here has all my, like, some of my ironing supplies that couldn't fit on the ironing holder. Props that I need to fix So my ribbon is down here for packaging. If someone wants it as a present, I have a way to like wrap it in ribbon and make it look pretty. But I use this cart for like a lot of work in progress in case I'm having issues. The pile that's on this table is projects I'm working on. So I'm getting ready to work on Alastor, and I'm working on a kind of like a Hanfu outfit, but like modernized, so that I can wear it without like being completely like out of place. A lot of this fabric I bought at a fabric store in North Carolina called Mulberry Silks and Linens. It's was a fun store to visit. I bought a lot. And then a pair of jeans that my mom wanted me to hem for her. So. And then my bright orange computer chair. I wanted a black one, but I got this for free, so I'm not complaining. I mean, I could easily dye it, but you know, it's what it is. It's fine. But this was the sewing tour. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys got some ideas for your sewing craft room. If you guys have any questions on how I did certain things, just let me know in the comments. The next videos I hope to have up is working on Maomao and hopefully Alastor. So we'll see where it goes from there. Catch you guys later. Have fun.